What is up, guys? Monkey here. Today I am bringing you a PES 2013 demo review. Now, you may be thinking in this review I'm going to be completely biased towards EA and FIFA because that's the game I play. But no, I'm going to be completely impartial and I'm just going to compare it to FIFA. In no way am I going to say that FIFA's better because it's got something that PES hasn't. I'm going to work around the features that PES has got, comparing it to FIFA 12, because unfortunately we don't have a FIFA 13 demo as of yet. So PES 13 compared to PES 12. So let's get into the review. I'm going to cover three main sort of aspects around the game, and there's one more I'd like to do, but unfortunately the demo doesn't stretch as far, so I can't do that, and that would be features. I'd like to cover the features into PES 2013, comparing to what FIFA has and how good they are. But unfortunately, in the demo, we barely have anything. We just have the kickoff mode, or exhibition mode, I believe it's called, in PES, and a one-game playthrough of the Liga do Brazil teams, in which we only have 4 teams to choose from. Okay, so yeah, the three main bits I'm going to cover are realism, entertainment, which is how fun it is to play, and a comparison back to PES 2012 as well. And then, of course, the final one will just be a general opinion on the game. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to cover is going to be the realism of the game, and I'm going to have some gameplay in the background. For me, this game is not realistic whatsoever, and you can argue with that, you can argue for it, you can argue against it, but for me the game is nowhere near the realism that FIFA has. It's not close to real-life football at all. The sort of subsection I'm just going to cover first is the graphics. The graphics are, I don't know, they just seem arcade-like, and that goes for the whole game, in my opinion. They don't look as though it's trying to reflect a real football game on TV. It just looks like it's trying to be an arcade game, and I'm not sure why that is. It's probably because of the Konami influence on it. I'm not 100% sure why it just feels like that. It seems like on the replays as well that the game, if you are familiar with Sony Vegas, you'll know there's something called Resample, and you're meant to disable it when you've got gameplay, otherwise it seems to almost put an image over the gameplay, so it appears as if the frame rate's lower almost, and that's what it feels like on PES. It feels like it's too smooth, and it doesn't look right. It's too flowing, if the replays this is, but when you get in the game it's not like that whatsoever. It feels very clumsy and it's very jerky, in terms of not how, like, in frames per second, but just how the players feel. They feel very jerky, and it's not close to FIFA, in my opinion. It's definitely not close to FIFA within the past few years. That's just my opinion on it. The other part of realism I've got to cover is the actual gameplay. And again, that does not come close to FIFA, nor does it come close to, I don't know, it just doesn't come close to what real life is. The players seem to all feel the same, and now PES played a huge part around its player ID, how individual players feel. But for me, there is only one player that I've noticed is different to others, and that's Neymar so far. All the others just feel the same as each other. The attackers all feel the same, except Neymar just seems to be a little bit nimble, more nimble than the others. The midfielders all feel the same. They're all well built, kind of thing, and the defenders just feel like good tacklers. They're not individual whatsoever. There's no difference between any player. They are literally just the same player, but stuck in defence with a different name, or wherever position they're playing in, and that. The realism for me is nowhere near the standard of FIFA 12 or real life. So, in my opinion, FIFA is the winner on realism. Second part is entertainment, how fun the game is to play. Now, when I first got this demo, it seemed like it was okay, to be perfectly honest. PES 2012 I found extremely boring to play, and I could only play one game at a time, and I'd pretty much done playing it, because it just didn't do anything for me in terms of how it was entertaining me. Every game seemed to be the same, pretty much, and the games were slow, even though they went very quickly. And that's how PES 13 feels. It feels the same as FIFA 12 in terms of entertainment. it kept me entertained for one game, and then I just dropped off it. I didn't want to play another game, whereas FIFA, I can play that game for 4 or 5 hours on the trot, and I will not be bored of it, because it differs from game to game, and it just seems to entertain me, and PES doesn't have that. PES doesn't have that wow factor at all that just wants me to keep playing, or that addictiveness that wants me to carry on playing it, and after the game sold, I suppose, for Konami, but for me to play it constantly throughout the day, to make videos on it, I could not do it whatsoever, and it does not compare to FIFA's entertainment. Now, the final thing I want to cover is, of course, comparison back to PES 2012. Now, I didn't play PES 2012 too much, so I can't give you a perfect opinion on this, but I haven't played PES 13, demo that much, so I suppose the opinions balance each other out in that way. And for me, the game feels the same. The graphics feel a little bit worse. They even feel a little bit dulled down, as if they're more grey, like there's a grey screen over the top of what needs to be the colours. FIFA has a lot sharper colours. The entertainment feels the same. It's a little bit more entertaining, I suppose, but still the game just feels the same. The players feel clumsy. There's no player ID whatsoever, and personally, I would not buy PES 2013. Not because I'm a FIFA person. Or given the demo, it seems okay, but it just seems like another football game that's just going to be literally playing a game, and that's it. FIFA does more in terms of it's got Ultimate Team, the trading side of it, it's got the pro clubs, it's got the Be a Pro thing. I know PES 13 PES has some of those features, but it just doesn't come close to how FIFA is, because it doesn't meet the realism, and FIFA has realism and entertainment and the features, whereas PES, unfortunately, only has the bare features